This one is gonna be amazing. Today, everyone's favorite, Alanah. Having a child is a disability. Here's a Microsoft pamphlet to prove that I'm right. I wrote God of War, Ragnar. Oh, wait, what? She didn't? She just wrote like a cookbook entry or something like that? Oh, wait, she never actually did anything at Xbox? In any case, queen of many, many lies, Pearce. Today, something truly magnificent happened, my friends. Alanah Pearce has decided that she will create a company called Charred Pictures. And this one is truly special. Okay? What is Charred Pictures? Alanah Pearce launches Charred Pictures, production company focused on video game adaptations for film and television. Yes, that's right. Alanah Pearce is gonna be making TV adaptations for games. I assure you this is gonna go absolutely great. And what do we know about Charred Pictures? Well, we literally don't know anything because when you click on the About section, considering Alanah Pearce is probably more egotistic, honestly, than Pirate Software, the About page is literally just her and how special she is. But this is honestly nothing new. And it is the most hilarious thing ever. Look at this. Alanah Pearce found it. And there's literally, by the way, no one else, obviously. Because there's only one person that matters. And that's only her. Alanah Pearce has either been writing video games. By the way, this is 100% her just talking about herself in third person. I just want to point that out. It's 100%. She wrote this. She 100% wrote this. Alanah Pearce has been either writing video games or writing about video games for the past 15 years. And Alanah Pearce, if you have ever heard her speak, you know that there is not a lot of talent here. But you know that there is probably a substantial amount of talent in a lot of people's opinions. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Don't know where. But she does have actually one real talent that people never talk about. And that is the fact that Alanah is not afraid to lie about pretty much anything and everything as long as it benefits her. Her career, if you look at it, has been pretty much just a giant pile of self-reinforcing lies. And probably, backs, if you know what I mean. In any case, that's just my assumption, but I have seen in real life business situations similar things, and well, let's just say it is what it is. In any case, well, considering her work history and what she has done, it's kind of understandable that a lot of people believe that. By the way, and notice how she actually writes about this. This is hilarious because Alanah Pearce is a very known liar in the games industry. She has been taken apart for a multitude of lies so much, honestly. So it's very funny how she frames all of this. And she probably, by the way, has also edited her Wikipedia page and done many more things. For example, Alanah is pretty decent at writing vaguely about things that kind of push you in thinking a direction, but not specifically claiming it. For example, this about her whole thing is a magnificent piece of that. She doesn't say that she has been a writer for video games because she has never written a single shred of dialogue for anything meaningful as far as I know. So she writes writing of video games, whatever the hell that means. It actually doesn't mean anything. It can be pretty much anything that you want, but most people are going to assume, oh, she wrote dialogue for video games. Well, that's what she wants you to think. Or writing about of video games for the past 15 years. Is 15 years, by the way, accurate? I don't know. Considering this is Alanah, she may just be saying this about herself because when she was 15 or something, she once wrote, you know, in her school paper about a video game or something. We don't know. The best way, if you do not know or understand Alanah Pearce, how to describe her is she's someone who would make an IMDb page about herself and put herself as an actress for once being a ad in her high school play when she was 14. That's the kind of person we are dealing with here. Technically not wrong, but you know that that's as deceitful as it gets. She began her filming career in 2020. I looked up all of this, and indeed, she did. And she did it with this. 1 year, a short film. It's unlisted. You can only find this through the IMDb. And it is a genius 3-minute YouTube piece where she doesn't say anything. She just brushes her teeth and does meaningless things in her day and then goes to sleep. Yeah, that's it. No words said, no nothing. 3 minutes YouTube video, literally. My God. You know what? At this rate, I have more acting experience than Alanah. But again, this is the kind of person that we are talking about here. Yes, this is as far as I can tell her claim to being a filmmaker from 2020. Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it? With her first short film, and has since gone to direct, act in, write and produce on multiple featured films and series. And this is once again an absolute over-exaggeration. We have the IMDb page for Alanah Pearce, and when we actually look at what she has been an actress in, it's she has not actually been an actress in anything. The closest she has been an actress in something is probably like some kind of podcast that it for some reason has a thing. She has been a voice actor in many things, which is sad. She also has been a writer in 6 things. Her own short film, and she got a 7 out of 10 because obviously. Smosh, 1 episode because that obviously matters. And Miss Crow, which is also a 33 or 7-minute short film or whatever. AKA, these things, I mean, I have more writing experience than her if we want to go this slow. But this is how this works. Alanah does this constantly. She will overblow something to an extreme proportion without absolutely hesitation, because most people are not gonna actually look at this. Her funniest thing about the IMDb page is the fact that she is a producer on 4 things, and one is the IGN show 18 episodes in 2017, which means probably literally nothing, and 3 more unpublished things. But I mean, she had to get that one in there. I mean, obviously, big things coming up, big things, obviously. Her Charred Productions has already finished 1 thing and they're making like 2 more, which is absolute insanity. So again, all of her achievements are insanely overblown, if we're being generous, honestly. Charred Pictures is her means, again, the fact that, again, she wrote this herself. There's no way she didn't. And she's just constantly talking about her in 3rd person. I think the end, what is the end game for Alanah? It's just being as famous as honestly possible. I think she is extremely egotistic and narcissistic. She wants to be famous. She wants all of those things. Means of finally combining these 2 industries she loves. Because it has to be about herself and her passions and all of this. This is typical behavior for stuff like this. So we had the short film, and then we have the Wikipedia page, which I'm pretty sure is edited, which is absolutely hilarious. In November 2020, Pearce joined Sony's Santa Monica Studios as a video game writer. Now, the reason why I think she herself has edited this page, I could be wrong, this is just an assumption, or someone she knows who can edit Wikipedia pages, is very simple, because Wikipedia pages never actually write anything like this. When a Wikipedia page claims that someone has been something, they actually will give, a link to like the Santa Monica Studios. It will actually say what they have done. But for Alanah Pearce, because again, she lies without hesitations, she's just known as a video game writer, which obviously is meant to imply that she writes dialogue for video games, which is false. Oh, you're just saying that. She never actually claimed to be a writer for... Yes, she did. You can literally Google Alanah Pearce claiming to write for God of War Ragnarok, and you're gonna find 5 different instances of her being very explicitly clear that yes, she was a writer for the God of War Ragnarok story. Very explicitly clear. We don't even have to talk about this. She provided consulting on 3 video games. And again, there's no mention what 3 video games. I have no idea what she did things on. As far as I know, she hasn't done any of this. She doesn't have credits for writing well, she does have consulting credits in God of War Ragnarok for accessibility or something. But that's it. I don't know where she's credited at anything other than that. I think even at Dispatch, she's not credited as a consultant. She's just a voice actor. And completed other work on 2 video games. Again, 2 video games. Like, what are we talking about? And no, in the Wikipedia page, nowhere does it actually say what this is. This is just unsubstantiated lies. Video games. Prior to joining the studio, she faced harassment, blah, 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 no one cares. And then there's her acting career. And the acting career is insane, okay? She was in Cyberpunk, put in, completely horrible job. Then she was now most recently known in Dispatch, where she is arguably one of the worst voice acting jobs that there is. And in general, Alanah Pearce has just completely, she's just proved that America works, okay? She's proved that you can just stumble, fall backwards up the ladder, and it's completely nice. Again, this is just some of the things that have happened. Alanah Pearce has stolen art, then denied that she stole art, and then admitted that she stole art, but it's fine because now she gives credit after being called out for it. That's a thing that happened. Lied about being a writer for God of War Ragnarok, probably her biggest thing. Lied about working for Xbox. This is a thing that people completely have missed. I have a video, I think I made a video about this on the channel. This requires a bit more explanation because most people missed this one, which is actually kind of insane. Alanah Pearce, I don't fully remember the details because this was just, no one cared. This wasn't a minor thing. While working for the Santa Monica Sony studio, Alanah Pearce effectively wrote an email on behalf of the studio to ask Xbox a question for a thing that they were working together or something like that. It was some kind of super minor fucking thing, but she wrote an email to them. And from that, the fact that she wrote an email, she proceeded to tell people online and whatnot that she actually consulted Xbox on some kind of game or whatever. And then the person that was actually the CEO, the studio head, the person in charge of the whole project of the game, whatever that role is called, came out and on Twitter officially said, "No, you didn't. I am the lead, blah, blah, blah. I knew everyone that we were working with. I never saw you. I never heard of you. I have no idea who you are. This claim is false. And then she did a slight backpedal there. But effectively, she wrote an email, and then from that one written email, she claimed that she worked with Xbox or something like that. Again, this is how these things happen. She has absolutely no moral boundaries to just lie about whatever she feels like, as long as it pushes her career. Got into Cyberpunk 2027 as a VA, did a horrible job. Got put in the Dispatch, did even more horrible job. And by the way, now she is gonna be a voice actor for a Warhammer 40k game of a battle sister. And do you want to know why? Because her boyfriend's the lead voice actor in that game. That's why. Yes. And again, her whole career is effectively this. I mean, to be honest, it's crazy because she is successful at the end of the day. But man, at some point, people are just gonna open their eyes because she's gonna become enough interesting for the wider world to care about her a little bit. And then people, because this is very well documented. All the things I talked about are very well documented by multiple YouTube channels, by multiple videos, by multiple screenshots, Reddit threads, and many, many, many other things. Maybe I got some of them wrong, but at the end of the day, it's close enough. You know, I'm not claiming I perfectly represented everything here, but you get the point. When the moment you look into her background history or whatever, you know it's cooked. And I mean, at some point, it's just gonna spill over to the real world. What can I honestly say about this? In any case, absolutely insane, hilarious. I cannot wait for this to go over, because the point of the Charred Pictures thing is, by the way, I know exactly why she did this and how stupid of a plan it is. The idea of the Charred Pictures thing is to get people like Markiplier and, you know, these people with inbuilt audiences of literally tens of millions of people to do a thing and then get fame through that. That's what Alanah Pearce wants to do. And you know why she wants to do it? Because of Dispatch. Dispatch was a success, a unanimously massive success. But the thing about Dispatch is, it actually Dispatch would have failed unless it started trending on Twitter, which it did. Dispatch failed on release. It had like 8K players, and that's it. And that was with multiple people participating in it, with a total of, like, I don't know, close to 100 million followers on all social media platforms. You had some really big names. You had Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, I think, and a lot of other peoples who had literally millions, if not tens of millions, followers on YouTube. And when that game released, it did not see any success. Dispatch was a complete disaster flop until the gooning went viral on Twitter, and that's when Dispatch became popular. And Alanah Pearce, in all of her geniushood, probably thinks that she can make movies popular because she thinks most likely Dispatch worked out because of all the big brand recognizable names like Septiceye and whatnot. But that's not true. Dispatch failed even though it had literally technically inbuilt millions of fans and whatnot. In any case, this is going to be a disaster, and I am going to be right here waiting for it to happen, because my god, is this not grade A entertainment? This is true, Kino boys. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye.